Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And good evening, and thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Police in Bloomfield are looking for a suspect. A man was shot and killed at a major intersection during the morning commute today.
Fox 61's Jake Garcia joins us with what we're learning tonight. Jake?
Bloomfield police say they were called here to the intersection of Bloomfield Avenue and Cottage Grove Road just before 9 o'clock this morning. Now, when officers arrived, they found 31-year-old Timothy Ross of Bloomfield suffering from gunshot wounds. Now, police began CPR until paramedics arrived. Now, he was then rushed to St. Francis Hospital, where he later died. Now, when we arrived on scene, we could see this gray Toyota Camry in the middle of the street with both the driver and passenger doors open, with a dented hood and bullet holes in the back driver's side window with shattered glass. Now, police are looking for a man driving a smaller white SUV with South Carolina plates of JDD 955. If you happen to see that car, you're asked to immediately contact local and state police. Investigators say the suspect, whom they have not yet identified, should be considered armed and dangerous. People who live and work nearby shocked that something like this would happen on such a busy road early in the morning.
That's pretty scary, to be honest, because like I said, this town is a pretty safe town. You know, I don't hear this kind of stuff every day. And I have family, and my family's always visiting, so I'm a little concerned now, you know.
Bloomfield Avenue was closed for 4 hours while police investigated. This scene also impacting workers and customers at a nearby retail plaza with a Starbucks and a Trinity Health Care of New England in urgent care. Now, the Starbucks location was closed out in abundance of caution, but reopened just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. A spokesperson for Trinity Health of New England said the clinic contacted patients this morning to reschedule appointments as needed, but the clinic and urgent care center remained open. Now, investigators are asking anyone if they have any video or any additional information to contact Bloomfield Police. In Bloomfield, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jake, thank you. We have an update now. Former Stone Academy students win a first major ruling against the school after it abruptly closed earlier this year, leaving hundreds of students unable to complete their certifications. A judge has granted a $5 million judgment against Stone Academy's operators. The judgment found the school failed to provide students with alternative ways to get their remaining credits prior to shutting its doors. Now, this lawsuit is in addition to one filed by the state attorney general's office.
Well, Governor Ned Lamont has announced a new state initiative to help fix staffing shortages in childcare.
Fox 61 political reporter Emma Wolfhorst joins us now in studio. Emma, what is Connecticut's plan here?
Well, Brent, Sarah, the state is launching a first-of-its-kind apprenticeship program to train workers specifically for home-based child care jobs. State officials say this is a win-win for workers and families, as apprentices will be paid while they learn and child care jobs will be filled.
That is gorgeous. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Maria Amato is the National Association for Family Child Care's 2023 Accredited Provider of the Year. She owns and runs Green World Family Child Care in Hartford, one of the more than 1,800 home-based family care centers in Connecticut.
We are essential support for the parents in their lives of the families.
Through a translator, Amato explained the importance of home-based child care options, something the state is trying to expand.
When you walk in there, that's every bit as educational as a center-based preschool or a center-based child care program. Children are learning every minute, and high-quality family child care homes are part of our mixed delivery system. Facing a child care shortage in Connecticut, the state is launching a registered apprenticeship program to train workers for high-demand home-based child care jobs.
A high-functioning economy really needs high-quality child care, and Connecticut needs more spots for children so that their parents can join the workforce.
This program is the first of its kind in Connecticut and aims to bring workers into jobs while creating choices for families.
Teaching people while they earn their money, rather than sitting in a classroom, on-the-job training, getting paid, and learning is such a value.
The program will require a minimum of 2,000 hours working on the job and hundreds of hours of classroom learning. Upon completion, family child care providers will be fully credentialed.
We need more folks like Maria, more people want to dedicate themselves to daycare, childcare, infant and toddler. Speed it up, make it faster and easier, and make sure quality is never compromised.
The state's Office of Early Childhood says about 20 to 30 people are already signed up to start this program in 2024, but their goal is to have enrollment tripled by this time next year. The office also wants to introduce a similar registered apprenticeship model for child care centers in the future. Sarah, Brent.
Great. Thank you, Emma. Turning to the weather now, a dry start to the week after a rainy and dreary weekend.
We had about a half a day sunshine out, a day of sunshine out in my neck of the woods, I'm trying to say, which helped me because I'm solar powered, recharge my batteries.
Oh, good.
Wow. Chief meteorologist Rachel Frank joined, me.
Yeah, I was going to say literally or figuratively?
My house. I'm solar powered and that helped me. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. And in the coming days, we're going to see times of clouds and sunshine, so we're going to need to continue to kind of split our time. One thing you will notice this week is that while most of the time is dry and calm and quiet, it will turn cooler. Today we had high temperatures in the lower to middle 50s. We're still near 50 degrees for the New Haven area. We're going to chop about 10 degrees off the high temperature going into the day tomorrow, and it will be even cooler for Wednesday and Thursday. And as some of that cooler air comes in, there is a chance for a shower in spots. This is mostly in northeastern Connecticut. So if you're in Brooklyn and Killingly, some of these showers might be affecting your areas. This is mostly for Windham County here. Overall, though, most of us will stay dry as we head through the evening tonight. As we're gearing up for the news at 11, temperatures are close to 40 degrees, and we're looking at overnight lows falling back into the 30s as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. Lots of sunshine when you wake up tomorrow morning. So Brent, power up here. And then as we head through the afternoon, we're going to see high temperatures climb into the low to mid 40s with increasing clouds. And then there could even be a couple flurries heading into Wednesday with some of those cooler temperatures. We'll talk about it. Plus the next chance for a soaking rain could be again over the weekend. Your full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. The town of Middletown is opening up a warming center as the temperatures start to get colder. It's located at Grace and Mercy Church on Main Street. The warming center will be open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. daily on a first-come, first-served basis now through April. The Russell Library on Broad Street and City Hall will also serve as warming centers during normal business hours.
New details tonight. We've learned one of the two people killed in a wrong-way crash just across the Massachusetts border was a teacher at Putnam Elementary School. The crash happened Saturday just after 10 p.m. on I-395 South in Webster, Massachusetts. The driver of both the cars died. The Putnam School District sent out a statement saying Kayla Morey, a fourth grade teacher, was killed in that crash. The driver of the car going the wrong way has been identified as a 31-year-old man from Auburn, Massachusetts. Waterbury police are working to figure out who shot two men involved in a rollover crash. This crash happened around 1 yesterday afternoon on Delford Road. Police say a 19 and 20-year-old were found in their car with gunshot wounds. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and police are still investigating.
The city of New Haven is expanding services aimed at gun violence prevention. City leaders and several local organizations announced new funding today to support people returning from prison at a high risk of involvement with firearms. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro has the details.
We are talking about a $2 million federal grant. That money will go towards supporting an expansion of what is known as the PRESS initiative, which is focused on gun violence prevention.
During COVID, we saw a spike in gun violence, and we're starting to see that in New Haven trend go downward. When you look at our statistics in 2022, at this time, in the year, we had 115 people shot in the city. In 2023, we have 92.
PRESS, an acronym for Program for Reintegration, Engagement, Safety, and Support. That program launched back in March of 2022 with a focus on people returning from prison with firearm convictions and at a higher risk of involvement with firearms.
The reality is the percentage of people that return to prison is all too high in our city. In recent years, 32% of individuals released or discharged from Connecticut correction facilities are reincarcerated within 1 year.
The goal is to get those people back into society successfully through a coordinated multi-agency approach with supportive case management. The new federal grant will allow the program to boost its existing services with life coaches, a career resource specialist, and a family case manager.
We have folks who are high risk in the community right now. We don't have to wait until they're incarcerated for them to come out. And so this capacity, having more people on the team, is actually going to allow us to go into the community and work with folks who are at risk right now.
In my 26 years of law enforcement, I always felt like law enforcement was dumped with all the responsibilities of society, and we didn't have a lot of help. And now we have a lot of help.
All of this folding into the mission of the city's Department of Community Resilience, and the focus of that department is to address these issues like reentry, gun violence, and homelessness with a data-driven approach. Reporting in the Elm City, I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Waterford police are searching for 2 suspects accused of stealing $2,000 worth of breast pumps from a Walmart. Police are sharing these photos of the suspects. They say they stole the breast pumps from the Waterford Walmart on Thursday. Police say they were seen driving a white SUV. Anyone with information should call Waterford Police. We told you about several crashes happening along Cedar Road in Newington over the years. Well, now the town's getting funding to improve safety in the area. Officials are announcing an $80,000 grant to study and plan road safety improvements along the Cedar Street corridor. According to University of Connecticut crash data, there were 176 crashes along Cedar Street between 2017 and 2021.
The Elm City is preparing for Hanukkah tonight. Officials installed a Hanukkah menorah on the New Haven Green this morning ahead of the Jewish Festival of Lights. This is the 42nd year that the 30-foot menorah has stood on the green. Organizers say it's an important tradition.
And every night we add another candle, because the idea is to just always be increasing in light, acts of kindness, acts of goodness, and that's really the Hanukkah message.
The menorah will be lit during a festival this Thursday, the first night of Hanukkah. That event is open to the public free of charge and will feature festive music, dancing, crafts, and more.
Still to come here.